Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite podcast show, Trends. My name is Nakale Nakali, and we keep it real 100 every time we get on the show. And I'm super, super excited to be here with you guys this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. From wherever you're watching across the world, I know we have different time zones, but I like to say welcome to another episode of Trends. And as it is always, I'm never alone. I have the Holy Spirit in me. But yeah, beyond the Holy Spirit, right? I've got the wonderful, the amazing Ife. So, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the amazing Ife. Ife, say hello to the people now.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Wednesday to you.
And welcome. I'd like to specially welcome everyone who has joined in. We see you.
Thank you
Live
for
talks
being
with
on
Annie.
time.
Welcome, thank you. Yes, we are live. Abigail Mills, happy Wednesday to you guys. Thank you so much. And to everyone who is online now, I just need you to do something real quick for me. Whilst we get into the conversation of today, I trust me, if you've seen the title of today's conversation, the topic, we are in for an amazing ride. But before we get into today's conversation, I'd like to urge you, please do well to share the link of this broadcast across all your social media platforms. I want us to have as many people join in on the conversation. And of course, we keep it real, we keep it interactive on Trends. So we like you to keep the energy in the comment sessions, right? So keep your thoughts coming, keep your perspective, let them keep coming in the comment section. And you know how we do it. We will definitely interact with your comments and your own perspectives in the comments. Thank you so much. Okay, today is Wednesday. I know yesterday we had I wouldn't say privilege, but for some reasons it was a public holiday, especially if you're in Nigeria. A public holiday was declared in Nigeria. And while I wouldn't want to go over the reason, of course, is to commemorate the death of the immediate past president, President Muhammadu Buhari. I like I said, I won't go to go into all the details because it has brought nationwide. Well, it has brought diverse perspectives to people's response. We've seen some people for some reasons excited. Some people for some reasons feel like you shouldn't celebrate a person's passing and all of that. I'm not going to ask you. Let me not put you on the spot.
Thank you.
And all of that. But what was your public holiday like? What did you do with it? Did you go to work?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You didn't stay at home and just chill
No.
Netflix and
No holiday.
no holiday.
No
You
holiday.
grind 247.
Exactly.
Actually,
no
it makes a lot of
holiday.
sense. Makes a lot of sense. So it's safe to say that your Tuesday was like every other day. Your public
Exactly.
holiday was not holidaying at all.
At all.
Hmm.
It's like Monday.
It was like Monday.
Exactly.
Really?
Nothing. Anyway.
And moving on, let's save ourselves. Let's save ourselves all the banter. But if I'm always excited whenever we come on Trends because it gives us the avenue to interact with people and share real life issues, get to address certain misconceptions, certain trends that have come up, certain viral matters, what is happening, what is hip. But most important for me, even as we go on, is one of the segments of the show, which is the dilemma section, that gives us a chance at counseling, that gives us the opportunity to interact with people's real life situations and many times bring counsel that we have recorded testimonies of people reaching back and say, oh, when you shared this and you shared that, it brought light, it helped me, it was a major pointer as to what to do next. And for me, I'm just grateful for that privilege, right? And it's just so beautiful. So I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's connected. You guys are the real MVPs, right?
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for
Thank
being here.
you.
Thank you for being real. Thank you for being 100. Thank you for being here every single time you get that notification. And if you're watching us and you're yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, you want to rush and quickly do so, and also click the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we go live, right? And you can get notifications of every of our updates and it keeps you abreast. All right. Today's conversation is exciting. It's exciting for many reasons. But before we get into it, I want to ask you a question. I think I've asked you before, but let me ask you again because we might have first time watchers on the show. Have you ever, let me start with the basics. Have you ever been in love?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
No,
I
not
believe
Jesus. Like
so.
cordial
Eh,
relationship
yes, yes, I have.
with a man.
Will you be with a
No, no, no.
woman?
You get what I'm saying? That you get what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, with a man.
Ah.
Yes. Why are
Okay,
you
okay.
shocked?
No, no, no. I'm just asking.
Eh.
We are building. The next question
Yes.
is:
Okay.
are you in love currently?
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, well, I'm in love with Jesus.
You know what I'm talking about. Are you in love currently?
I'm in love with Jesus. I'm in love with my mom. I'm in love with my brothers, my
Your
niece,
brothers
my
in Christ?
nephew.
Is it the brothers in
No,
Christ?
no.
Okay, brothers, biological brothers. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
niece,
okay,
nephew.
okay.
That's all.
Today I'm here to
And
put you on the
myself.
spot. You retire for me today. So why I'm asking of this because I'm getting somewhere. So have you ever been involved in a long distance relationship before?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Now give us a little background of what how it felt like for you.
It was interesting. It was interesting. It was nice when it was nice, and it was bad when it was bad. Yeah.
So if you were to write a memoir around the idea of long distance relationships. Oh no, let me ask you, let me put it this way.
Okay.
If right now as it stands, if you are asked you I don't have yes, but you're about to get into a relationship and you have the option of starting one with, I know that there are many factors to start a relationship, but just get what I'm saying context.
Okay.
Right? To start one with someone that lives in another city or another country or another continent, in fact, or start with someone that lives just in your city, somewhere around.
Or someone in my city.
Yes, and both of them might match the criteria you're looking for.
The only
Spiritually,
difference is
physically,
location.
mentally. The only difference is location.
Oh my. Let me think. What would I choose?
You're thinking it.
I'm thinking. I think I'll still.
Uh-huh.
I can't decide.
Because we'll cut this clip. Editor, please, you help cut this clip as evidence. In the day that she chooses otherwise. Today, I mean you.
Long distance or. I think I'll choose my location.
Really? So
Yes.
you ditch long distance?
Yes, I'll ditch long
All right,
distance.
let me know in the comments. For those of you in the comments, those of you watching live, would you choose a long distance relationship rather than a proximal
But my mind
one?
is like 50-50.
So that means you don't mind the long distance
I
relationship.
don't mind. I don't mind because I've been single for a while now. So I'm used to
You are used to not having somebody around.
I'm used to being boolless.
But you know that it's an entire different ball game. In fact, it's even more intense when you have been single for a while.
Yes,
in the
but
sense
all
that
the conversation is on phone.
and what
I
I'm
don't
saying,
have to worry about going to meet someone and yes.
my point is, I get you, and I agree what you're saying. But I'm saying my point is this: because if you have been single for a while, for someone who's been single for a while that gets into a long distance relationship, there is the I won't say satisfaction, but there's this knowing that okay, now I'm no longer single, but at the same time, I still experience single
Still
traits.
feel like I'm single.
Yes, because I don't see this person, but at the best video calls. I don't get to hold this person's hand. We don't, this person is not proximally around
changing my mind
and
now.
all of that.
I've changed my mind.
So you choose.
I've changed my mind.
You've
Thinking
made-
about the issues of long distance. No, in fact, I've changed my mind.
That's what I want us to talk about today.
Yeah.
Really, I want us to spotlight the possible pros of long distance, and we'll also spotlight the possible cons of long distance, because many times I think it is just wisdom when you want to take a decision. The Bible says there's no one that
Yes,
goes to build a
wait.
house that doesn't count the cost. So you weigh the options. What are the pros and the cons of this based on the person and their nature? Where is this tilting toward? If it's more on the positive side, then you can give it a go. It's more on the negative side, you can give it a go. So I think that's what we're going to be talking about today and spotlighting.
Yes.
And then I would also want to give a big shout out to everyone who's online and dropping their comments. Let me know what you think. Someone says, yeah, mine is a 50-50 too. I think may pick long distance. Would you mind sharing with us why you pick long distance? Because these are the things I want to get into. right? By God's grace, I've experienced both sides while I was still in the pool. Well, God has still delivered me from the pool, right? But what I'm trying to say is that I think I can speak on both sides. I can speak on the pros and the cons of both sides. Long distance relationship, let me start by saying, can be beautiful. In fact, I feel if done proper, if done correctly, it creates the atmosphere for the anticipation of marriage. It creates the atmosphere for the anticipation of the union, that excitement that comes. However, there are other arguments, but amongst many other things, there is the sea finish that comes with proximity. Right? How do they put it? Proximity breeds resentment, a bit familiarity, something like that.
I think it's familiarity.
Yeah, so the more proximal you are to a person, the more likely to be familiar you are with him. It is not cast in stone. People differ, but I would say that for a lot of people, that usually is the case. So that the spouse or your partner or the person you're in a relationship with that is in a distant place is easier, or it's more exciting at the thought of seeing the person, because they have created anticipation. There is the whole suspense, and then you now see and all that. But everything has its pros and cons. Like I said, we're going to be highlighting on that. Well, let's get to the comment shop, because I can see my comments already buzzing. Let me see. Bright Amusi says, good afternoon, Nakale and Ife. Good afternoon, Bright. Big shout out. He says, I will never go with a long distance relationship unless for certain reasons. When you say okay, but anyways, he said unless for certain reasons, which means you can go.
But you'd rather not.
Yes, if you don't mind, you could buttress why you will not go for it as we go on. Ibn Abo Otunji says, I've been in too many long distance relationships. It can be beautiful because you get to know each other, but if you meet a weird and I think I agree. Like I said, this thing has a lot of sides now. Let me ask you, what are the major advantages of a proximal a relationship that is not long distance?
That is not long distance.
Yes. What are your idea of the advantages?
You get to see each other more frequently, and then it's easier to resolve matter when you are close with the person.
Sense?
Okay, so if it's long distance, you can just be like, I don't want to talk to you, and there's nothing you can do unless the person
you're not staying in the same house
to the person's house or to the person's workplace. There's always option.
Because there are many sides to this. If you say you want to go to the person's house, if the person is really, really angry and decides to just go AWOL and not give you location where he or she is.
No, but if you're in a relationship with someone, you know the likely place that you find them. So they are either at home or at work
or at a friend's place.
Or at a friend's place. So at least you have an idea of where to go. And unless you've done something very, very bad, there's no way you will show up at your partner's place and they will not give you audience. Even if even if the lady or the guy will want to do shakara at first, but after the shakara, you
feel conflict resolution is better,
easier. Yes, when there's proximity.
But someone might want to argue, and I might want to also take that school of thought, that long distance settlement is easier. Why? And this is the psychology. Because you are not there's no point arguing. Let's sort this matter. We are not seeing. It's not like we have the opportunity of seeing ourselves. Because people that see themselves, they can just take for granted and say, "We'll sort it out that time," right? Like I said, familiarity is one of the major problems of a proximal relation. Someone that's been in a relationship that is not long distance, right? One of the possible problems is the familiarity or over familiarity, that the person no longer, the spark the person used to have in their eyes when they saw you and stuff might wane over time because you're always there.
But the downside to this is, if you're already losing the spark from seeing the person, what do you think will happen when you are married? So that means there's an advantage. If you can't keep the spark alive when you are seeing the person maybe every two days or every third day or something like that, how do you want to cope when you'll be seeing them every seconds of your life for the rest of your life? So it's not a good
so you believe that a close relationship is better, that is a proximal one is better?
To some extent it has the advantage. My feet is
50-50.
Exactly.
You also do the 50-50.
I'm 50-50.
Because when you speak of communication, right, people tend, in my opinion, people tend to build stronger communication around a long distance relationship, or people long distance relationship gives you the avenue to build a better sense of communication than a proximal relationship. Because the only thing you can, even though physical like a close relationship, as a believer especially, the only thing you should be doing is still talk.
It's conversation.
But it's easier when you are online. Even if the devil enter your head, you still have to talk. But I'm not saying not everybody eventually goes through that part, like even proximal people. You know, we are believers and we learn self-control now. But there's always the many possibilities around a proximal relationship. What am I calling relation? Relationship, right? So for some men, for a lot of people, they would argue that it's easier to do a relationship where you are far apart. In fact, I think before now, most of our parents, some of them had long distance relationship. Maybe not everybody, but most of the stories I've heard, they were writing letters to each other, right? They were writing letters until they had decided that I'm coming to come and marry. Most of them were not around their vicinity.
That's true.
They were in different states.
But then they had issues also.
But their marriages did not break.
And
like
that's
the
because
first
of
century.
the culture then.
But anyways, that is not on. Let's go back to the comment
before we go. Of course.
Margaret Giassi says, currently in a long distance relationship and in a good place.
Aww.
I can say communication is very important.
Very, very.
You know that's if you're going to get into the benefits of long distance, we cannot start without talking about the need for communication, because I would say that every long distance relationship is as good as the level of or the quality of communication between both parties. In fact, every relationship is literally, whether it's close proximity or is long distance, communication is key because it helps you be on the same page. So it's now worse if you're having a long distance relationship and you have not mastered communication. And I was having recently, I just finished a public speaking masterclass, and I was telling some of the participants, I said that you are talking to someone does not mean you're communicating.
Yes.
Communication is only achieved when what you intended is what is gotten. So what you intended to say is what you say, because there are so many processes in the line of that communication that it could get corrupted. Probably what you were thinking before you said it, what you said is different from what you were thinking. You know, people don't know. I don't want to get into all of that because this is not a masterclass. But for example, even in Nigeria, people use words loosely.
Very loosely.
Right? I remember hearing someone say something about what you're saying is bogus, right? Or what was he saying? Is ambiguous or something. No, we're saying is bogus. Now, what the person was trying to say is ambiguous, like it's not clear, is vague and all that. But the person used the word bogus. Now, that was a wrong word to use. And these things happen over and over again. So what you're trying to pass across as a message is a different thing from what you eventually say. Now, leave that. Let's say you have even said the right thing. Before it now gets to the ear of the listener.
And they will not interpret it with what is in their own mind.
Or with other factors like the micro expressions. So if you say, I'm not angry, but you are keeping a straight face.
That's another advantage of proximal relationship. Because when you tell me you love me, I'm not just hearing it. I can see the person's face.
But that's a problem. That's one of the reasons why there's fight.
I want to see how his eyes is when he said, I love you. Did he soften?
Yes, I don't know, because this is one of because I've heard of problems that should not be problems. He said I love you as though he didn't mean it,
Yes,
because
like just take it. That's what you want to hear.
It's your own interpretation?
Why didn't you pass the information in a proper way that will not misinterpret it? No, I love you is not I love you. I love you has to be, oh baby, I love you. Oh, thank you. Not
you should help me. I don't. This one I don't know.
Not I love you.
But I get what you're saying. But I think what I'm trying to even say is that if one of the advantages of physical relationship is that you get to observe the micro expressions and and all of that, it could also be a disadvantage for someone who has not mastered the art of micro expressions.
But you can quickly call the person to order, like, oh, I don't like the way you say,
and then the person begins to feel like you are nagging.
Then that's a bad relationship. That's red flag. That means I'm not safe to air out my feeling the way you make.
What
that's
if it's
red
you
flag.
that is majoring on the minor.
Because
I mean, this person loves you. Not everybody is
how
as
am I
expressive.
supposed to know?
Not everybody's as expressive.
No, in a relationship.
Do you agree that not everybody's as expressive?
I agree.
Not everybody has. In fact, not everybody is mushy.
Yes.
Per se, as it were, right?
Yes.
Some people are, I don't want to use the word I used to use, but they are like kakakuku, you know, they are uptight and all of that. In that situation now, it's easy for that person because it's long distance. He can easily say I love you, and you are not seeing the eyebrow, you are not calculating the diameter, the expansion of the eye to know the reality, because I don't understand where this came from, right? As opposed to when the person is before you and innocently says, hey, I love you. You know, there are people that don't have energy. But the thing is,
you will know that this is the way this person is. You will understand that this is their character. And another thing is in relationship, you are supposed to change. In the sense that you don't just say this is who I am. You are going to take into factor your partner's feelings, how they expect to be loved. You don't just love people the way you want to be loved. You love them the way they want to be loved.
But if you believe that in relationship you're supposed to change, does that not mean that you should also change your expectations?
That's what I'm saying. So we'll now meet each other 50-50. It's not that I'll be the only one to change.
So if you used to care a lot about micro expressions, you should care less about micro. That's the interpretation.
Yes, less, not care at all.
I see what you're doing there.
So it will now shift and put a little expressions.
Okay.
So
granted. Balance. And I think because we started by talking about the importance of communication, and how that many times people talk for long but don't communicate, in the sense that I have for example, even this scenario you just painted, someone is grieved or the lady is not happy with probably the way the person says a thing. For example, even when it comes to apologizing, right? You must understand how to apologize to your spouse. Saying I'm sorry means different things for different people. Let me say what communicates remorse and sincere apology is different for different people. For some people, just a simple "oh yeah, sorry" is enough. For some people, when you say "oh yeah, sorry" is an insult. Tell me I should just be quiet. Are you trying to invalidate my feelings? Are you trying to shut me up?
Yes.
Right? So you must understand how to communicate. It's just like love language is expected to understand. It's part of. Say I'm sorry. Have I not said I'm sorry? You want to kill me? And the person is getting aggression, where the person ought to be getting succor, where you should be trying to pacify the person. You are being aggressive, and then the person, rather than getting the I'm sorry, is getting just trash this matter. I don't care about your feelings. So in that situation, if you stand before those two people, both of them will believe that they are talking, they are communicating, but the partner is not understanding because communication is not being attained. So whether long distance or short distance, whatever the distance in your relationship is, communication is vital.
Very important.
But in long distance, it's unputdownable. It's not something you can do without. I'm telling you, because that's all you have. That's all you're hanging on to. Is that thread of chit chatty? Not everybody is chit chat that get into all the details. But I'm telling you, you should get into all the details of your spouse, because that's how you get involved in their day-to-day. If both of us are if we are dating and we are in the same vicinity, I can easily know what's going on without having all those long distance, all those long stretch of intense conversations. I can know your friend, or I know someone that works in your workplace, so I get info without even you understand. I can even see what's going on. Maybe we even walk around or we attend the same church. I can observe by seeing. But if we're not around the same place, I need to know. As you were leaving work, as you pass, I saw a dog on the road. I saw, these are the things I'm telling you. It makes people really, really bond. And I have seen that vacuum, that communication vacuum, the moment it becomes empty, it doesn't matter how long you're talking for, the moment that vacuum becomes empty, something else or someone else will fill it up. And that's the undoing of many long distance relationships. People that get into long distance relationship and it doesn't work, usually the falling apart starts from the communication.
Yes.
The moment you are no longer seeing eye to eye, the moment what is being said is not what is understood. And should I say, let me talk about this also. The importance of evolution. I've said this over and over, right? At different phases in your relationship, at different phases, even in marriage, there's a psychological time frame for that. I'll not even get into all of that, but there are different seasons where people evolve. For example, I don't want to get to it because it's a lot, but let me just give you a fair. What psychologically is stipulated is that there are seasons where naturally you evolve. You are expected to be exposed to more things. You have met more people. You have seen more things. You have heard more things. So you have evolved. Now, people evolve at different rates based on their level of exposure. Literally, exposure is one of the major reasons for evolution. What you're exposed to, what you hear, people you meet, things you see, possibilities that is communicated to you, trauma, good or experiences, good or bad, that can lead to trauma or enlightenment, whichever. These are all factors that make people to evolve. So if two people started out in a relationship, were on the same page, and because of the guy's exposure or the lady's exposure, the guy has become redundant, although long distance, the lady is evolving. And this happens, let me tell you, this is what happens, especially when people travel. Let's say, for example, you're dating someone, the person goes to school abroad. Honestly, and this is what I'm saying, is for those of you doing it long, I'm not saying this will happen. I'm just saying you should take note of these things, right? So what happens is that the exposure the person faces there, the people they meet, even the educational exposure that they have, the way the people over there think is quite different from the way you think. If the person stays there for 3 months, for a year, for 3 years, there are time frames. There is evolution. The moment the evolution is not at the same pace, somebody's evolving past the other person. The moment that person is 5 steps ahead, you are 5 steps behind. Communication becomes difficult. Because your interest begins to, there's clash of interest. What interests you is no longer the same thing. And then as you are going on that, there's friction until you are not seeing eye to eye again. Everybody just say, no, I can't take it. Let's go our separate ways. That happens a lot. But let's get into comment. I mean, what do we know? Someone says, and yes, to Margaret, I am so excited that you're in a long distance relationship. I am one that believes strongly in long distance relationship. I just believe that there are the right things that must be put in place. And I'm glad that you made mention of communication. It means that you are already on the right path. The fact that you are conscious of it, it means that you're on the right path. Big ups to you guys, and we are rooting for you guys. Ibn Abo Tunji says, Mr. Upgrades, good afternoon. Big shout out to you. Ibn Abo also says, I agree with Ife. Long distance sometimes is temporary ghosting.
Thank
Jesus.
you.
And digital subbing. Honestly, there's a beauty and innocence that comes with crossing the distance through your love over the phone. I mean, look at those. I mean, what do you mean by temporary ghosting and digital subbing? bro. But there's a lot of truth in this. But that's why if done right and if done with the right person,
that's important. Person.
It's a journey. It's tasking. If you want to go there, be sure about the person. Be sure about the person's sense. The sense I'm talking about is not even book sense. I'm talking about the person's ability to commit. The person's ability, because people have been trained, especially in our generation, to check out once it's not comfortable. Not many people have fighting spirit. So even when the communication is not good, it's not an avenue to say, well, I'm checking out. If the communication is not good, okay, let's face the issue. Why are we having issues with our communication? If you talk and you realize that, okay, is it that we now have a different taste in interest? This guy now is exposed to certain kind of things, so he wants to have certain kind of conversation. Whereas you just the same conversation you've been having since. How are you? Have you eaten? And that's why if you're going to have long, please be a chit-chatty person. You have to. If it's long distance, you have to be you have to learn small talk. You can't say, how are you? Fine. How was your day? Fine. Have you eaten?
Yes.
What did you eat?
Rice.
Are you full?
Yes.
Okay. How is mommy?
Mommy is fine.
How is daddy?
Fine.
How was your day now?
Fine.
I swear. God is your strength. All right now. I said, let me check on you. We'll talk again. So that's it. Because the conversation is not even exciting.
Yeah.
So if it's long distance, if you say you want to do long distance, my brother, my sister, learn small talk. If I ask you, how are you now? How was your day? Your response should not be, I'm good. That's a close-ended response. There's no follow-up. You have to give an open-ended response. Like, my day was hectic. I mean, work today was really, really choky, but with God, I'm good. I'm all right. They say, work was hectic. What happened?
From there,
My boss can be a bit of a bearing, but it's. I mean, I'm good. I'm okay actually. He say, hey, what did you do this time? Conversation started.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's gossip. Sorry, but yeah, you do gossip. Your boss said it. That's it helps with the flame. It makes the conversation more exciting. It makes you want to talk to the person, not the one that is doing. Have you eaten? No. Have you done this? No. And then there's another person within the environment where you are that you are giving the attention to. The moment that happens, there's definitely going to be a disconnect. Okay, still going to. You want to read some of the comments?
Yeah.
We have Solomon.
Okay, Solomon says, in long distance relationships,
the suspense
is too much.
I agree, but it's beautiful. I think the suspense is beautiful sometimes because it creates that anticipation, looking forward. When you eventually see the person, it's like heaven on earth. And all of that.
So you not be shocked when you now see the person.
No, you would have known what
character. That's another downside to long distance. So you don't get to know someone in depth, except maybe you were in a relationship or friends with the person before the person left your location. True. Because we tend to, it's even easy. You can package on the phone, but there are some things that naturally might piss you off, or might not. Don't let me say piss you off. Might repel you about a person. Maybe the way they eat, or the way they talk, or the way they talk, or
but you never get to see all those things.
But you don't get to see all those things,
or how they smell.
Yeah,
you never know because long distance. You tell the person to record their smell and send to you.
No, you ask their friend, please let me smell my guy. How does it smell? I know, right? Mr. Upgrade. Some people have online communication, but not too good. I'm on this table. Okay. So what he's saying is that some people are good with online communication, but not too good with physical communication. But I think it's just till I'm very free with the person, then I can flow.
So you flow better digitally, online and all that.
Much better.
Are you serious?
Hey, much better. So
would you say? Would you say you're shy or something?
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
But then when you get comfortable with the person, you now go on.
And then
but I think I can attest to the fact, because when I first met you, you're acting all quiet,
gentle.
The stare look like this guy is all business and all that. Until
and I'm still gentle now, still quiet.
Anyways, I understand.
Yeah, so he said some can talk online but stay mute when face to face. Yes. Mr. Upgrade says everybody talks but not everybody communicates.
So I think that point is now an advantage for those that are in long distance. I mean, for someone like you now, you thrive in a long distance relationship because you keep going on and on. You'll be bringing up the conversations and it's flowing. And then when the person now meets you and learn like, okay, are you not excited to see me? I think I've seen stuff like that when having chatted online for long and this person's energy online is 100 and the person is like, when I see this person, it's just going to be bliss. And then you meet this person and this person really wishes they can communicate, but they are only keypad heroes, so they cannot really express themselves physically. So anything you're asking, they're saying
yes,
no, stop, thank you, okay. And it's crazy, and you'll be wondering, in the words of EO, it's also crazy and breezy, right? So Bolale says this. Mr. Upgrade also says communication is 55% body language, 38% tone of voice, and 7% words. You can still get to express micro expressions from tone and words and even body language on video calls. And I think at this point we need to give a shout out to whoever invented video calls, because bro he's saving a lot of lives since the 80s, bro. Because I'm just imagining, I don't even know how they did, because someone wants to say that maybe we're the ones that got more frivolous. That might be a case, but the truth is, the generation is what it is. So how do we help the generation that is very quote unquote frivolous? Thank God for the advent of things like video calls. And let me say this: if you want to really venture into long distance, there are things that you cannot say you are not that kind of person. Like I said earlier, chit chat. Then number two, in this generation, you say you're not a video call person. No.
That's
wrong.
what one of the things that killed my first.
Tell me about it. Give us gist. Give us gist.
I prefer chats. Like I said, I'm good with chats.
You're the one that killed. You that killed it.
The two of us killed it together. But I'm taking ownership.
Okay.
So I'm good with chats. He will want us to do video call, talk on phone, video call, and me, I don't. I prefer chats. So he's
Did
always
you really like
the
him?
one. Yes.
You took it too long. You said not like that, brother. Took it too long. Took it long enough. Let me be very honest. Because I was going to make a statement of fact, but I needed proof of what I was, and you just prove it. Let me say this.
I did.
There are things when you see, and I say this on all authority. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Two things. Number one, when a lady says, I don't like calls, I don't like video calls. Number one, she doesn't like the guy. Number two, when a lady says, I'm not expressive, I don't do PDA, but by that I mean I don't post pictures, I don't talk about my person, I like a private life. There's high chances that she's not crazy about that person. She's not crazy and breezy.
Another thing is being able to build friendship. So I said I've been in 2 long distance relationships.
Tell me about
So
it.
the second one is with someone that is we were friends before we started dating. So we could chat like just normal gisting, even when we started dating, and then long distance. So even if he calls, we are gisting, whatever is going on in his environment, we are talking about it and all of that. So it's not that I did not like the first guy. It's just that
you're not friends with him. You're not as much
we're
friends with him.
not as close.
That's why you don't like him. You probably admired him. You probably were excited at the thought of him. You probably really, really fancied him as a person. But you see, love is much more than just fancying a person. It is you going head over heels for that person. It's easy to talk with someone that you are in love with. Even in our work with God, it's easy to talk with God when you don't mess up and you are before you come to your senses and you are running away from God. Have you been there before? Where you say, let me just take 2 days break from God because he's angry with me, whereas you're the one running, right? In those scenarios, in those times, once something pricks your heart back to love, you want to go back to God. Once something brings you back to the remembrance of the fact that God is love and he loves you, you want to get back to it. I'm saying communication is an offshoot of love, and love as it should be. When a lady doesn't want to show up, I don't mean just doing shenanigans and just flaunting in people's face in a ridiculous way. I believe that if you're in a relationship with a person, every now and again there should be I know you like to be private. I understand people keeping it private, but there should be a reinstatement of the fact that I am proud of you. I am proud of being with you to the whole world. It might not
now
be
post the person's picture.
No. It doesn't, like, for that, because when you say that now, people can come for me because number one, I don't. For example, you can't post somebody's picture on Instagram. That's unnecessary. But if you are dating a person, Yusef, even if it's once in the month, post the person on your WhatsApp.
Really?
Yes, I believe, and I'll tell you why. The person might not even have a problem with it. Sometimes for many reasons. One of it is to mark your territory, is to tell everybody that you are not available. You are taking. There are people that are admiring from afar and are trusting God and are trying to take a step. It will save them the ease. The moment they see a picture, or even if you can't show the person's face, when you go on a date, do my view. You know what they do my view? You do your hand like this. We see hand is touching your hand. We are not seeing the face. Something.
But we shall know hand is touching.
Something that just tells that I'm taking. And I'm happy that I'm taking. So people are in relationship and act like they're not happy. They need somebody do SOS. Help me, take me out. They are not proud of the person. They're not excited about the person. While you might want to be quiet and private and not be loud about your relationship, and that's even because in marriage you have to be. There's no, but in your relationship you want to be quiet and not loud.
Keep
and all
it
that.
from enemies.
The truth of the matter is, every now and again, find a way to, because even if, I said the first thing is because of people, so that everybody knows you're taking. Number 2, reinstate to the person that I'm not ashamed to tell the world that I'm with you. I'm telling you, the person might never say it, but it's going to be a question mark somewhere in the person's heart. And if anything comes up in the future that gives room for the person to question whether you are proud of him or her or not, that thought will come back. Have you ever posted my picture before? Someone that doesn't care about posting picture will say, have you ever posted my picture? You are posting your pastor's picture up and down. You are posting your HOD that is a man, his picture up and down. You are posting I do you wrong, So I feel like these are little things that helps with helps with communicating even what you feel for a person, even in a relationship. I want to see what's going on in the comment because it looks like it's been buzzing lately. Where did we stop?
We stopped at Mr. Solomon. I'm trying to. Yeah, okay. Mr. Upgrade next. Mr. Upgrade, love people in their own language, not your love language. Ira Christie, compromises must be made truly.
Yes.
Some things will not change, but some things will not change.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Mr. Upgrade, they should read 5 Love Language and 5 Apology Language by Gary Chapman. I think it's even more than 5 languages now. Mr. Upgrade, communication.
Because I think iPhone 16 is now a new love language. Revised standard edition.
Communication is key, distance or no distance, but even more important with long distance.
True.
Mr. Upgrade, nature abhors vacuum. Something must fill the vacuum.
Yeah.
Kevin also, I'm here again. You're welcome.
Welcome, Kevin. It's good to have you around.
Make I say I miss say I miss trends for anything. I am. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you for being
Margaret Gassi says long distance made me understand the difference between honesty and transparency in relationship. Honesty waits to be questioned, but transparent doesn't want to be questioned.
Wow, not Margaret dropping some heavy punchlines on. I mean, this
Our
is so
comment
true.
is always full.
I mean,
wisdom nuggets.
I mean, think about this: the difference between honesty and transparency. Whilst one is accountability without being asked, the other is accountability because you are being asked.
You won't lie. If you ask me, I won't lie.
Yes, but if you don't ask me, everybody chop clean mouth. What happens in Vegas stays
in Vegas,
right? So I and that's so powerful. And one of the ways this even happens in long distance is that the person doesn't have to know. Because it's long distance. So if you're telling the person, you're telling on your volition, on your decision to be transparent and not necessarily but I see you. Where were you on this one? So I saw you. So that's so powerful. Ira says, so what is the scale on which communication is measured? Because I can be dating someone and we may not talk for days because of the nature of my job. I am an actor on your phone on set. No.
Are you on? See, my voice has even. Are you on set 24 hours?
Let me say this. If you, we are humans. Let's not even act. We are human beings. Blood is in this body. Like, so there are certain psychological needs, emotional needs that are necessary. That must, just the same way you have physical needs. You eat every day. The same way you shower every day, the same way you do certain things on a daily basis, there are daily requirements. There are certain daily emotional needs that you must meet. If you're with a person that you're dating or you want to spend the rest of your life with as your spouse and all that, and there, for some reasons you can go days without talking, that's not just a red flag, it's a billboard. And I'll say that it's not just on your part. Maybe you have not necessarily had the necessity for it, or to be something that we need to bring up. And thank God you even brought up this comment, Ira. I would say this: as much as possible, create a structure. Even though on set your phone is a no-no, and I know that being on set, I have an idea of what being on set can be. It's a long, excruciating, protracted exercise. It can be really excruciating, but the little moment you have, let it count.
Yes.
So what that will mean is, if you wake up in the morning, before you begin the daily routine, if it means send a message, send a voice note. Thank God for voice note. God bless voice note. Record a video, something that the person can share whole body with throughout the day. Sometimes it's not even the communication. Even when you talk with the person, the communication will not still pass. How are you? What are you eating? Where are you going? What's the day about? Okay, what's your plan? Just the basic stuff. But sometimes it's the consciousness of the fact that the person knows that you are the first thing, aside from God, that came to their mind when they woke up. That knowledge is enough to reassure the person. Right? So if you, no matter the nature of your work, ensure that there is a system put in place for communication to be going on even while you're not communicating. And thank God for technology. You can drop messages. You can send mails. So funny statistic or funny revelation, right? My wife likes mails.
Seriously?
I didn't know while we're dating.
Wow.
Thank God I found out that when you send her a love message on WhatsApp, and when you send her a love message via text, and when you send her a love message via male, they all have different effects. Wow. If you want to see how, I'm sure she's probably watching this now, and maybe they'll increase my portion this evening, right? But what I'm saying is, I noticed that when I send anything, maybe, and I do that on milestone, maybe a birthday or anniversary or whatever we're celebrating, major stuff, I send messages via mail. And you know the way it is with mails, sometimes people don't go check their mail daily. So I'm like, this, because her mail is synced with my phone, I'm like, these people that this thing you apply for, they sent you mail, maybe you should check it out. That's just an avenue for visitor of go and check your mail. And the moment she goes there, you see she's smiling, she's blushing, and if I'm not sent mail in 2 days, she'll be like, you don't think we send me mail, you know. So understand what gets your spouse to that point,
attention,
right?
Yeah.
So, and speak it. Like I said, now, even if I don't talk with her in the day, if I know, let's say for my engagement, I won't be able to see her throughout the day or talk to her, I just know that if I send a mail, I would achieve. You understand? So based on our own specifications, I know how to maintain communication even when I don't have the luxury of time. So please, Ira, I think you might want to take that to notes. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Mr. Upgrade. In response to Margaret, it says spot on with honesty and transparency.
Yes.
Margaret says transparency gives out details with proof without being questioned. E.g., I'm going out with A to this place and I'll be back at home at this time.
Solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
Very true.
Solid.
Yeah, well, Christy, still trying to defend yourself.
What are the days of no phone call? How are they doing it? And they will be living far apart.
That's and back then.
Exactly. So with the different dispensations have different peculiar challenges. You cannot live in the reality of that dispensation now. You have to live in the reality of yours, and it is expedient that you accept that it's, you can't, it won't work. Somebody will be starved. Or if the person is there, I'm not saying that that's the case, but usually people can just remain in a relationship, but they are emotionally detached. Probably there are other benefits that come from relationship and they don't want to cut it off. They're just there, but get that emotional satisfaction.
Money or something.
So they get emotional satisfaction elsewhere.
And they are comfortable. They are good.
They are good. They are just doing their stuff. It's not somewhere you want to be, honestly, in a relationship where you don't care whether you talk, whether you don't talk. No, it's not somewhere you want to be.
And I'll say the same thing you said earlier. I think it's because you've not really been in love. Like, you've not found someone you are in love with.
Yes.
So if you are in love with the person, you want to talk to them, especially in the early stage.
Yes.
You want to talk to them. You want to catch up with them.
In all the stages, actually. Because, but I get what you mean by the early stage.
Like the love will be very hot at the early stage. So I think what you need to do is to find someone that you truly love. Of course, child of God.
Starkey says, have strength for strong communication. Gossip is part of the conversation that fuels the communication. This is Mr. Upgrade 2025, quoted by him. Right? Ira Christie says, LOL is so not allowed in any type of relationship. It's annoying, at least for Misha. Bueze Izuma says, I came late. No, not too late. You're welcome. And of course, you can always track back after now to catch up on the conversation so far. It's been, scintillating to say the least. We have a lot of comments. Let's rush up to get more comments. Oladipo Marvelous says, oral health, body care, and some little etiquette won't hurt. These are not out of place, though.
Yes.
True. I agree. Someone says Ife always has an experience.
That's an accusation.
The yes had many seconds to land, and I think I remember. So Ife did not like that, brother. Moving on. Raul Christie says, I was crazy about my pursing, but I didn't want people to come and post sign in our guy, so I didn't like all the posting or whatnot. You see, I understand that. Now, and this is one of the reasons people give when they are not all that. And I'm not saying be all over internet with or put your business out there. No, there must be times, there must be points where you are not just, for example, worst case now, you are now dating the person, right? And then it's the person's birthday, and then you coin a message that you would have put out for your HOD or for someone that is in your department or someone that is there's no hint of extra. There's no little extra.
But
there
you
are no
send the extra
words.
to his DM.
Which extra to his
DM? And then to the world.
It's a lie.
Happy birthday.
It's a lie. It's still fallacious, because I suspect people that do that. If I know you're dating this person and you are talking about this person, or you put the person picture and you're saying, thank you for being an amazing brother, such a caring man, God strengthens you and all of that. I get the whole trying to whine us and all that. But my brother, even there's a way you can say something without saying something. Thank you for the smiles that spark up the mornings and all that. You are an amazing brother. It's enough. you still put the suspense of confusion, but then you have put an element of love, something that suggests that this person is extra. What you want to do is that you want to hint that you are not available. You want to hint, except you are in market and you are out of exactly. Yeah. So I will just say that, right? But if you're really crazy about the person, every now and again, let it be known. Let it be, no matter how small, but let it be known. I'm being very careful because I know the extreme of this can be dangerous, but let it be known. Within your circle, let your circle know.
Yeah,
that's why I said Instagram is a wide place. Facebook is a wide place. You don't have to be doing all of that. Yes, people see it. A lot of people see it. But for WhatsApp, people that should be your status are your contacts. We should be people around. And if you don't want people to see you, block them. You block them. Except this, if anyone knows better. Let's just right. So. We have quite
David said, leave my affair for me. Thank you for coming to my rescue. God always provide one defender for me in the comments. My God,
I won't say
anything. Thank you, Jesus.
Let's move on. I won't say anything.
Mr. Upgrade, in response to Irawa Christie, it may not always be about showing the person off, but letting the person know they mean everything in your word at that time. Irawa Christie, well, he knew I would always talk about it. He knew that I liked him. Moving on, Bright Amusi said, I get that trick well. Mr. Upgrade, it is always great to give reassurance from time to time.
Very important.
Yes. I was telling my friend recently that I think we need to add a new love language, and that is, I think, word of how did I say? I think word of reaffirmation. Not just affirmation.
Reassurance.
Reassurance. Like, for example, what led to that conversation? I was watching. I don't trust your smile.
Why are you suspecting? And people have got come to my rescue.
It's like you want to come for me when I'm done.
I'm waiting for you to finish. Finish. So you two are suspecting yourself. That's why.
I was watching a movie. So this two couple, they were in a relationship.
Yeah.
So the guy was telling the lady, like, I think they were just having like a date and everything. So the guy was telling the lady that I will never hurt you. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. So like that's reaffirmation. Of course, the lady knows he's not going to hurt.
But it can also be not intentional. I mean, you can go in that way. But yeah, I get you.
In fact, that film said it was Gobe, but
right.
Moving on.
So I think the thing with reassurances, I would just say that reassurances are better shown than said. There are days where there are things you need to say, but you can't be saying one thing and be acting in a separate way.
Yes, because it has to go together.
Action in fact, and words. Your actions are even more. Actions speak louder. So if you're telling someone that I will never cheat on you, but you are flirting around.
Yes.
You have checked your phone now. You have chat on
the
wholesome
plenty password before they can access your phone.
Chats. You are in a relationship or you are married and you are putting love
or even you are dating, you are in a relationship with someone and you are
so you are trying to say I will never cheat on you. You are trying to reassure the person, but your actions are betraying what you're saying. So I feel reassurances is even an act. It should be act of reassurances as much as there are words of reassurances. It should be acts of reassurances.
So back to Mr. Upgrade. It is always great to give reassurance from time to time. Kelvin also, I don't think I can be involved in a long distance relationship because the last one really hurt me badly. But thank God for healing and encounter with Apostle's message back then. So sorry to hear that.
Let me just say a word to Kevin. Let me say this. I don't chop stone too, right? I've been there, so I understand the fatigue. And usually that's what happens when you have been through a rough relationship. You get fatigued about the idea of relationships. In fact, if care is not taken, you can get to the point where you say, I no do. In fact, I would say Paul did not die. I be Jesus too did not marry. You get to that point, but it's just fatigue. You're just being emotionally fatigued. And even concerning long distance relationship, I tell people, even though mine did not work out as at when I was, but I still believe in the idea of long distance because I know that there are things that should be done. I know the beauty. In fact, one of the reasons why I wanted mine to work at the time was beyond just even it working and we're married and all that, is the fact that it can become a testimony for many other people. A lot of people, like if you're in Nigeria now, a lot of people are jackbarring, a lot of people are traveling out, and some of them are already actively in a relationship before leaving, right? It also means that some people will meet Nigerians in the diaspora online and they might start off something, and so there must be templates that mirrors this possibility. It's possible, it can happen, and sometimes it's the greatest testimony that this is a testimony of patience, of resilience, of commitment, loyalty, of pulling through even while it did not look like it. So I understand the fatigue and I understand that you might be tired and the trauma that comes with it, but I understand. But I'm telling you that you can still, get into, if you want to. I mean, if the person that God is leading you to it can work. You just need guidance. You need I mean, you need accountability. It's a big part of it. Don't just say you will handle it your way. You need accountability. You need to learn communication. Both of you need to be committed to the communications what do you call it now? Structure and authority that you have put in place. If you have that, I'm telling you, you would have a beautiful relationship, probably more beautiful than those that are even close proximal. So I just needed to put that out for you, Kelvin.
Thank you.
So sorry about that. I trust you're healing. Someone is calling me a mailman. Yes, proudly a mailman, and I'm still sending mails till thy kingdom come. Right? Marvelous says, I love it. That mail thing hits differently. Really? So okay. So I think, because this is the third, I saw another, someone says the male thing, magical.
Wow.
I like me a creative man.
Wow.
Anita says male hits differently. So I think I'm going to write a book. The science of I think I'll write a book because this is a new discovery. Male hits differently. That's going to be the title. Then it's now be undertone. A handbook for males. Not males, like, you get what I'm saying? M-A-L-E. A handbook of males. I mean, if males hit differently, well, I don't know the psychology behind it anyways, because once I think of male, I think of work, I think of stress. It's just spinning my head.
And I think that's why you need to understand your partner.
Yes, true.
Know what they want, because for another person, male will be a no.
Yes.
So just know what works.
Okay, moving on.
Ira Christy, and we were still cool, cause when I was free, I would be everywhere. I would give all the details and whatnot. I think there's a conversation. Ibinabo says, but sometimes you go announce, come later. This thing is this is even a big issue. Like, you've been posting this person message, my boo, my love, their picture, and everything now crash. And people are not nice.
People will now be like, the thing is that it's not like you're going to post when anything crash. It's just that I don't know that when you now post, when in the future another one now come, now post, I'm like, this is not the person you were posting that. What happened to this?
What happened?
Really, it can really be messy and all that. But it's not different from what happens physically. I mean, those that knew you guys in the physical,
but it's easy to explain. Like, the people that will know you are your immediate. Anyway, I think
let's take for example, you're with someone in church, in a big church like Live Nation, and everybody knows, and you're no longer with the person. It's not the end of the world.
Personally, me, I have issue with the everybody knowing thing.
Who will not know?
Nobody should know except my close.
So the thing is that your close unit has close units too.
Anyway,
and they too have their own close units.
That's true.
And some people's close unit is the church. I mean, so I'm saying that there are certain things that is not really, really feasible. You can't date or cut a person in absentia or in denial, or you're hiding no. At some point you want to be vocal, because at some point they'll say, single, if you're not in a relationship, stand up, and you say you
and they'll know you're in a but they won't know who you are in a relationship
how
with.
They see of putting out who you're with. One of the, but I feel it is the same. I mean, it didn't work. I've moved on. There's someone else. It does it because I will not come and die because of what people say. In the same vein, even in the physical, when you are with someone and you're no longer with the person, and people are asking you that this lady you're working with, how far that your babe now? You're no longer, I've not been seeing her around. You say, you know working. It's the same explanation you will give physically, the same pseudo shame you feel physically. It's the same thing you feel. So whilst it's not wise to, like I said, be all up in people's business with your own business and just be ranting and I don't know. I believe in decorum, but what I'm saying is that every now and again, let it be noted that this person.
Let people know you're in a relationship.
If it's me, I'll ask you, my sister, did I offend you, my sister? My sister, sorry, I offend you.
Important.
You know,
plenty males. Mr. Upgrade. Oh, nice to see some people are male oriented and prefer males.
I mean, the thing shocked me. It shocked me. I didn't know that it was a thing until when my wife mentioned. And when I saw what it does to her, and then mentioning on the show now, and I'm seeing the responses.
The feedback. There's even one that I want to read. Okay. Live talks with Annie. Males are lovely. It tells me that person is intentional and chooses to go the extra mile to do something. You should send it to my DMO.
You see?
Please, I don't want mail. I get work.
You get messages for work
yes,
on the mail.
On mail, please.
And so it's not good to have something soothing and relaxing for a change?
No, I like in my head, there's compartment for everything. So
WhatsApp is for love?
WhatsApp is general. It's social, it's
so
work.
Where is the love one?
It can be on WhatsApp, but leave my mail. Except... In fact, there's no reason. Leave my mail alone.
Noted. But it's beautiful to see. I think that's just the beauty of people's preferences.
Yes.
Different things works for different people. Someone says Ife likes DM. I don't know how the person knows that Ife likes DM, but there needs to be explanation. Mr. Upgrade, how do you know Ife likes DM?
Please
Ife,
explain.
how does Mr. Upgrade know that you like
I'm
DM?
Shocked.
Ife,
I'm shocked.
There are things that are going on in this trend that I'm not understanding.
Even me, I'm shocked.
How do you know? How does he know that you like DM?
I don't know. See, I have no idea.
You should help me ask Mr. Upgrade. How is there a knowledge? This knowledge came about through which means? By what spirit? Anyways. Okay, someone shares your sentiment. Ira says, if I thank you, that mail just gives me work creeps.
Thank you.
But I think that's the idea. The fact that it's ideally or it's naturally tilted toward work on a normal day, but now becomes a place of love and all of that. I think I get the idea. It takes a lot to write a mail. Actually, it's easy to carry your phone and just type something and all that. But you enter your mail, you compose. It's not easy. It's intentionality.
But when you open
we the mailmen, please celebrate us. I know, right? I mean, we have been talking about this for so long. I've even lost track of time. So what I want us to do is this.
Sorry, I want to read one comment.
Yes,
I think
please.
2. Okay. Irawa Christie. Okay, let me start from Babatunde Oyenola.
Yeah.
Let me just Babatunde. Hello, family. Hello, welcome. I think I saw it somewhere that I said it's just joining or it's just my eyes. Okay, hello, family. Hello, we are happy to have you here. Then, Mr. Upgrade.
Welcome.
The Science of Mail, a handbook for males by Nakale, coming soon.
God bless you, this brother. Your head is there. Thank you.
And Irawa Christie. See now, Ife. Same with me. Close units, knowing only. Thank you. Yes. And then Mr. Upgrade, we will shall know when Ife is dating, because if she talks about our ex in this way, we can only imagine how she would talk about who she is. I've been saying it in the office space too, that when I eventually have a boo, nobody will hear word in that office. Or if online, offline.
Me, I will drag you along. I will tell the whole world that look at what Ife is doing. Anyways, we could keep reading comments on and on and on. And thank you so much, guys, for keeping the energy in the comment section. And yes, like I said, do well to share the link. We have one more segment to go on today's episode of Trends, and it's your favorite, or let me say it's my favorite segment of the show, and it's the dilemma section. If you ask me to read today's dilemma, but I'm refusing to do so. So if I was going to read it, because there's the appeal that comes, So please, yeah.
All right. On to the dilemma for today. Hi, Trends. I met a guy about 5 months ago during our national work conference, and we've been talking non-stop ever since. He's been really caring buying me things, showing genuine interest in everything I love, and sometimes even calling me babe. Wow. We go on dates too.
Calling you babe, okay?
Don't finish. Okay. The only issue is he hasn't said I love you, and he hasn't asked me to be in a relationship. Meanwhile, I've fallen for him. He's everything I've ever wanted in a man, but he still hasn't defined what we are. So my question is this: when is it okay to bring up the relationship conversation without coming off as desperate?
Okay. So let me say this. I'll speak from the male POV. Of course, I'll still touch on general perspective and all that. But someone even put it in the comment section already. As much as it's true, babe is a general name, but even for men, I think that everybody should be well cultured enough to know that certain endearing words are quite unnecessary and can be very misleading. For example, if I'm going to tell someone of the opposite sex that there is no clear definition of what our relationship is like, say for example, she's not my biological sister, she's not even maybe, there are the kind of friends that you say, okay, we can never cross that line, and even that one is still risky. There's no point calling someone that you're not dating babe, because everybody know what babe is. No matter you want to describe it and explain it, babe is babe. If I call you babe now, if I just randomly say, babe, how are you now? You just tell yourself that no, what it means is, hey, babes, what's up? Like, but it will take alarms will go off in your head. Like, why are you calling me babe, right? So, but of course, the guy is probably not watching this. The person that sends it, the person that we have issue with.
Yes.
So let me say this about relationships. Every relationship must be defined. Of course, when is the problem, right? But until you DTR, that's define the relationship, you are at best assuming. Someone said a statement to me one time that I never forget. He said, nothing is said, or everything is, no, how did she put it? I can't remember verbatim now, but what she was trying to say is that anything that is not said is only assumed.
Yes.
Without
you can't hold someone to what they did not say.
Anything that is not said at best is assumed. So you cannot be dating somebody on assumption, right? So if this person is around you for a while, I don't know if there's a time frame. She put up a time frame for how long they've been talking.
5 months.
5 months?
Yes.
5 months.
I met a guy about 5 months ago.
And they've been talking. It's been consistent, and he's been using words like babe and the conversation. See, you should be able to see. There is a point where it seems desperate, but there is a point where it's you having some self-respect and saying, well, I see, because how you say it also matters. Communication. So I've observed that we talk a lot. I've grown fond of you and all of that, and I observe that our communication and our conversation is always constant. So I wanted to know, just for clarity's sake, what do you want? What are we doing? It's not desperation, my sister, because it's better to even sound that desperate than to be dating yourself or to be dating someone that is not dating you. Right? And then at the end of the day, the person you believe that you're in a relationship, and then the person comes to introduce to you his spouse or his fiance and say, please meet my dearest friend. So someone, I saw that video that where someone asked and said, what are we? And then the guy said, we are nothing but pencils in the hand of the paper. Right? So it's important every now and again. 5 months in my opinion is a long time. In fact, a month, 2 months of constant communication. In fact, 4 weeks of constant communication. Bro, what do you want? Don't come and be taking up space.
Saying babe.
Yes, now call me babe and all that. 5 months is too much time. I mean, 5 months. Some people dated less than 5 months and have gotten married.
Yes.
So, bro, if you are not ready, don't use it to share meat where you know and chop. So our question is, when is it okay to bring up relationship conversation without coming off as desperate? Now. It's okay now, my sister. Bring it up now. You are not desperate. It's just you having self-respect and not whining yourself. Because if that person whine you, There's no point. Just ask. Okay, we have a good. In fact, if you have a good relationship with the person as you claim, certain conversations should not be difficult.
It's taboo, yeah.
And the moment you bring it up and the person is being defensive and all that, just agree with yourself that this is not for a relationship. In fact, the person doesn't have to say anything. Their response to your question should even give you a hint as to whether or not this person sees a future with you or not. And it's okay if they don't. You move on. She says she's already liking him. She's already falling in love with him.
I think that's a big mistake. Personally, you shouldn't falling in love with someone. Exactly, falling in love with someone that has not declared that I would like to have a relationship with you is a big no. At the point, I know you can't control. I know, but you don't just fall in love with someone. It starts from seriously liking them. Like you like everybody generally, but you realize that, I actually like this person. I like some things that they do. I think we'll vibe together in a relationship. And before you now progress from that stage to falling in love, you see that they are not being expressive, that this is what I want. It's either you call them out the right word, or you create a conversation around it. How do you feel about me? This, are we just friends? I noticed because this person is going extra, buying you things, showing genuine interest.
Babe. That babe
babe and dates.
Because if the moment, let's just be very honest. If you are taking up space in someone's life, it means that you are blocking someone else from coming in. And it's important that you know what is and what is not, what makes sense and what doesn't. It's important that it's clear. Are we brothers and sisters in the faith? If he says, actually, actually, I don't have feelings for you. We are just friends. You don't have to make it awkward and say, you wasted 5 months of my life and all that. Even though you'll be pained. If you need to go home and cry about it and all that, go and be fine. But you need to ask yourself, because if you don't, 5 months will become 1 year.
Yeah.
And then I can tell you that before it's 12 months, he will bring the person he wants to marry and show you. And when that happens, it's not just going to be pain. It's going to be pain pro max. You'll be hurt. You feel betrayed. You feel cheated. So I will just say, somebody says we are a chosen generation and rare priesthood. So I will just say that rather than allowing yourself go further in this, it's not good enough that you have already fallen for this guy without him saying anything verbatim, right? But what has happened. So at best, just accept it and find a way to move on. That would be my
the other side of it is, even if you are close with someone that you are not, like, it's not that you are falling in love with the person, but you are very close with them, and you notice that this person is liking you with the way they are moving close to you. You notice that this person might start having feelings for you. It's better to just bring up the conversation. And this is even as a lady. Because I'm seeing in the comments now that from Mr. Upgrade, maybe he likes her and he's too shy to say it and using action to communicate it. Some guys can be shy too. That's true. So that's where you bringing up the conversation will help. What?
No. Let me say this, and I speak this from a male POV. There's no guy that is... I understand that people can be shy, but any guy that is not shy to call you babe cannot be shy to ask you out. No. Guys are not... See, men are not unsure creatures. We are not... A man knows what... The moment he sees it... It's when you take a woman... When you take a woman out, she might say, I don't know this, I don't know what I want. Okay, what do you want? I don't know anything.
White?
But the man is going there, give me fufu, give me this. He knows. I'm saying that men can be quite specific, sometimes to a fault, but women are not always that way, right? So if a man sees what he wants, he knows it. Let's not whine ourselves. He knows it. If he's not asking you out and he has the boldness to call you babe, take you out on dates, all lovey-dovey, buy you stuff and all that, it's not shyness. It's just that he's probably having multiple options and you're one of them. That's a probable cause. And sometimes some men end up marrying their third choices. Because they have first and second, and which is ought not to be, but this happens a lot, even within the church, even within Christian folds, right? He has the first person that he really, really loves and wants to marry, but now have maybe one squishy, or for some reason he cannot marry that person. Second person, really, really, well, if not that one, this one, then the person that everything now aligns is this sister that is number 3. That's somehow worst case scenario, she's not bad, he likes her, and at least he has groomed her with calling her babe and all. The day he drops it, he knows that she likes him already. So usually that's the case. Guys, men are not that shy to when they see what they want. No. If he can call you babe, you should be able to ask you out. That's my 2 cents.
Ladies and gentlemen, unless the guy will come out straight to say I love you, assume you are friends. Please, to just save yourself stress, assume you are friend. And if you notice you can't keep the emotion again, call him out, have a conversation. True. What are we?
True.
From
in
there,
fact,
you know,
it's not calling out.
Not calling out.
Like I said, how you say it matters a lot, because there's a way you say that looks confrontational. It looks as though you are frustrated. You even communicate that you love the person already, and your own is just okay.
I noticed we are close.
So I noticed that so I observed. I've grown fond of you, and I observed that it's
never
likewise.
Grow fond of you. No. Negotiate from a place of strength. No,
to be fond of somebody is not a crime.
I know it's not a crime, but
is not a crime. It's the truth.
No,
both of you. If some of you are talking,
be vulnerable.
Okay. I agree to disagree, right? Yeah. So if you are saying, this we've been talking for a while, and I observe that a lot of the things I do revolves around you with conversations and all of that. So I wanted to know, in all honesty, and this is just me trying to clear the air so that it can help whatever it is we're doing mature. So I believe that it will help even our relationship as friends and all of that. What exactly do you want out of this relationship? I just wanted to ask you. Then allow the person to spill whatever is in his heart. So the moment the person begins to say, honestly, I cherish the friendship that we have. We are nothing but pencils in the end. As I say all this to you, just know that I don't mess up. Everybody, water finds level. You can now, for sake of structure, can now tell the person, as a matter of fact, I would want to ask if we could cut with the whole endearing words like babe, and I might not be able to because my emotions, you let it be clear. These things stir up emotions, and if that's not what we want, let's not use our teeth to share meat that we know go chop. So my brother, thank you, you're still my friend, of course, we can vibe and all that. And then you too, from your end, it's not the one that I call you around 11:30 and say you just need someone to talk to. Bro, talk to God, right?
God is there for you.
I'm going to sleep. So you see, it's best that we just know how to put those boundaries and save us. So important. To our dear ladies, I don't know your name, the person that sent.
And if you are also a guy, please do well. If you like a lady, speak out. Speak out.
Yes.
Whatever
and
it is.
Also, please let's normalize not using endearing words that we don't mean. If I call you my love, except in an obvious joke where everybody, maybe we're in the process of the joke, everybody shall know, and I say, this one is my love, and everybody knows. But I can't be chatting with you and say, hey, my love, or
in a serious conversation.
Or we are walking, I hold your hand and I say, my love, please help me pass. Brother, what are you saying? What are you trying to do? You should be arrested for this. Can be prosecuted for this.
But the funny thing is, there are some ladies that their heart is very strong. All that thing that you are doing, it does not have any meaning to them, because they already have this thought in their mind that unless you tell me you like me, whatever you do, I don't care, you are my friend.
As of today is the 16th of July. I've not seen that lady.
Me, I am that lady.
you should stop, Ife.
I am that lady.
Ife, you.
Yes.
Okay.
At worst, what I can do, if I won't even get to that point, because I like to talk to myself. This person has not come out
what
straight.
I'm saying is this: yes, you can keep like this lady. She knows. That's why she's sending us this message. She knows that.
But she's already in love.
See, love is not logical. It's not a logical.
It's logical.
Feeling.
You allow yourself to fall in love.
It's a lie.
Okay.
I'm telling you that it is not always true.
Okay.
Have you ever felt, because love is not even just the feeling, it's a choice. So I get when you say it's logical, you decide.
Thank you.
But the feeling, the attachment, the fondness, the feeling of wanting to be around this person always, wanting to hear from this person.
When that feeling is coming, you remind yourself, this person is just my friend.
So
So
that's what I'm saying.
intentionally, you will put space.
What if the person is? Well, let's just leave
And
the
then I will
argument.
call the person out. Let's
No,
just
let's
move
leave
on.
it. Let's leave it quiet. Because, anyways, no problem. Moving on. I'll just read a few comments. As we begin to wrap, bring this
I'm
to a
seeing a
close.
question.
Okay.
From Odeyemi Busayo.
Okay.
What if I'm too young for a relationship? And then another one, I'm in my 20s. Is that too young?
There's no. I would say this, that there's no age limit, but
Except
there
you're
are
under
no
18.
exactly to dating as it were, or being ready. I think it's more of a mental and emotional awareness thing, because there are people that are 30 and don't have the mental maturity capacity to be in a relationship and should not be around it. There are people that are 40 and still are childish in their thinking, and there are people that are 21 and by virtue of many things are mature and have the mental capacity. So I think that there's no specific straight jacket cast in stone age where you can now say yes, you are ready for a relationship, right? Look within, but of course you must be an adult at least, at least 18 above.
Yes.
In fact, I would
In
even
fact,
say 20 years once you're from
Yes.
20 upward and all that. But we have seen in the past, in fact, some of our parents, some of our grandparents, they tell you stories of how they got married when they were 18, and
Some
all
16,
that. Yeah,
but
they will not tell you the mistakes they made too sharp, but let's leave that. But what I'm
yes.
saying is, age is not really, there's no cast in stone age. It depends on when that faculty is matured.
And
when
then why do you want to go into a relationship?
Yes,
You
yes.
have to define that. Is it just for companionship?
Exactly. No, I
That's
think
where
that's even
friendship
so
is.
important, because if you're in school and you know clearly that marriage is not in view in another 5 years, really is not in view, and the person too that you want to date to is another school boy like you, that he too is trying to figure out his life, he to marry is not in view in any 5 years, there really is no point being in a relationship. You just want to while away time. You just want someone that the devil used to tempt you, to tempt each other and all that. There's no point in that. Rather, just focus your energy on being yourself, building for the kind of man that you want to eventually be.
Investing
Someone might
in
want to say,
yourself.
now I'm married, so I can say these things, but then, but it's the truth, right? It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay, I'll just read a few more comments and we call it a wrap tonight. Okay, I'll just read. Mr. Upgrade says, so say what you mean and mean what you say, otherwise say nothing. Very profound. Or then, if you're too young for a relationship, don't indulge in it. If you feel you're too young, don't indulge. Allow yourself to get to that maturity, that point where you are aware of the fact that, okay, this is this season in my life that I can fully embrace. Mr. Upgrade says, Life Talks with Annie at Life Talks with Annie. Bam, absolutely and respectfully, however, whatever that means. Ebuka says, must you fall? Well, I don't know who is dragging.
There's one comment I want us to read. Irawo Christy, please, at Busayo, don't be afraid to say you are too young. I did the same in secondary school. I had to backtrack and say I couldn't date after 2 days because I was too young.
True.
Yeah.
True. So it's okay to not be there yet and say, but there's, like I said, there's no age limit. It's the maturity. If you feel like you are not there yet, you're not in that mental space, don't indulge in it. You just mess it up for the right person that is coming.
Exactly.
Because some things you would have learned, some wrong things, you would have had traumas and all that will now come back to haunt you. So avoid it. I mean, it's been an amazing conversation.
Before we round everything up, I want to point this out. I'm not sure if we have the graphics media. I'm not sure, but if not, we'll have it next show. And then before I even say that, there's a comment I saw earlier. Someone was asking the time we go live and the days. Though there's already a question. I think that's Tochi Israel. So we go live 2:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesdays and Thursdays.
It means we have one more session this
tomorrow.
Week. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
And usually on Thursdays, we talk about movie.
Yes, we have a
movie reviews and other conversation. So back to what I wanted to say initially. Now, you can be a part of, like, your products. We want to put a call out for products, partnership. So, for example, if you're a vendor, you sell wigs, you sell clothes, or you have or maybe like tech gadgets, anything that we can use, review, and just put it up that we got this thing from this person or anything like that. So you can reach out to, I know it's in the description, The number is in the description. You can reach out to the number, the same number for giveaway. You can reach out to that number, and you can also send a mail. So we'll send
Can
you
we have
the
the number
link.
put in the comments and also in the description?
Yeah. So when you do that, we'll send a link to you of a form that you will fill, because we are also very big on quality and excellence. We are not just going to talk about something because we got it for free. It has to be something that is truly good, truly useful, and truly of good quality. So if you have product like that, if you have business that you want us to highlight, whatever it is you do, just reach out to us. You can be a partner of any show. We have a lot of, most people don't know, we have other shows on Ambience TV. Trends, Purpose Discovery with Adek, Pray Love It, Nothing But the Truth, the Gen Z show on Box Game. So you can just check and binge watch on every one of them. So if you want to be a partner to any of the show, just reach out to the number or send us a mail.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's the number being displayed, 0707 if you're out of Nigeria, plus 234 707 008 0217. I read it again, plus 234 707 008 0217. And I make a personal promise to you guys from next week's show. The moment we go live from next week, you will have the amazing opportunity to call in, so we can have you real time give your thoughts, share your thoughts and your opinions via call. Yes, so you really want to save this number. You can save it as Ambience TV Global 070. But if you use, like I said, outside the country, plus 234 070. Plus 234 707, I beg your pardon, 008 0217. And we're looking forward to hearing your voice in real time, your amazing voices. I mean, we'll not just be seeing your chats and your comments, we'll hear your voices.
You can call
and
in.
It's going to be beautiful. You can get to calling from Monday. We'll have that set up. So please do well to bear that in mind, right, as we get into the weekend. So if any other info you want to give our amazing people?
No, I think that's all.
It's been an amazing conversation today, right?
Before we go, sorry.
There's always a before we go.
There's one comment I want to read. Irawa Christy, Ife, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
I knew that was the comment, but no, Allah. Yeah, we love you too. Okay, I'm waiting for your mail, Irawa. So I'm waiting for your mail in my mail. My mail is, that's my mail.
Mr. Upgrade, thank you, Ife and Nakale,
thank you so much, everyone.
God
thank you for joining in.
Till
we'll come your way again tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. is the time. Thursday, we have another amazing session as always. And this time, I want us to share the word as far as possible. In fact, you can still share this link. We can have people still join,
even after we are off,
and get so much wisdom as we have shared today.
And if
God
you have,
bless you. God bless you.
Sorry, if you have any question, you can send it to the same number.
Did we talk about the products? Now, let me say this. Now, if you're a business owner, you have a service you render, and you like to showcase what you do, and you like to partner with Trends or any of our shows on Ambience TV as a sponsor, what we'll do is that in every of those shows, we'll give you a special shout out.
Yes.
Because terms and conditions apply and all of that. We'll get into all the conversations. But you can reach out to this number if you have a product that you sell and stuff, or that you produce, you have a service that you render, you like to partner and as a sponsor for this show. You can reach us on this number. We will give you a huge shout out. In fact, we'll carry it on our head. You know the way Lorenzo used to wear that bandana? Maybe we'll buy our own and put the name of your brand, right? And that's going to give a lot of publicity. So it's just our way of giving back and, relating with our people. And we say we love you. There is nothing you can do about it. Thank you for joining us today. I remain Nakale Nakale, and with me, Ife
Oluwaladele 21. You can always follow us on our Instagram.
Is that your Gmail?
That's not my Gmail.
So
I don't want if you see straight to trash.
Okay.
So you can follow us on our Gmail. Our handle is on the screen now. You can follow me. You can follow Pastor Nakale, and we look forward to.
I'll be looking forward to hear from you.
Yep.
God bless you. If you're yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, kindly do so and click the notification bell. And I'll see you when next we're live. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey there, talented host. Are you ready to shine on camera? Well, Ambience TV is looking for charismatic and passionate individuals to host shows on a variety of subjects. I mean, from lifestyle to entertainment to culture and even education, right? We want to hear from you. We are looking for hosts who can bring their unique perspectives and energy to our shows. Whether you're a seasoned professional or you're just starting out and you want to see your personality shine on camera and shine through, well, we might just be interested in you. So if you're ready to audition, here's what you need to know. Number one, submit a 3-minute video showcasing your hosting style and personality. Number two, choose a topic you're passionate about and show us your expertise. I mean, just be free. And that's the third rule. Be creative, be yourself, and most importantly, have fun. Don't miss this opportunity to join the Ambience TV family. You can send your audition videos to the number being displayed on the screen, and we cannot wait to see the emerging talent that you are. Good luck with your auditions, and we look forward to seeing your talent shine.
In a world that moves fast, the past still pulls strings, and beneath every headline is a century-old story, begging to be told. From ancient thrones to modern trade wars, from forgotten revolutions to viral culture, we connect the dots others ignore, because to understand the now, you must first uncover the why. Ambience TV presents
Food has a way of bringing people together. It's a universal language that transcends borders and cultures. But when you have great food with great minds, the conversation is truly unforgettable. Welcome to Pray, Love, Eat, where we sit down with some of the most fascinating people on the planet and have conversations that are just as inspiring as the meals. And we're doing this at nowhere else but Farm City. Let's go take a look.
Good morning. Welcome to Farm City, Abuja.